This is the most horrible, emotional moment in history. And I can promise you, this film, it had me in tears. Viceroys house. So Viceroys house stars Hugh Bonneville, Gillian Anderson, Humar Qureshi, if I'm spelling that right, Manish Dayal and Michael Gambon. Now this is a very important moment in history when Mountbatten Viceroy is sent from London to go to India to hopefully solve the situation of getting India its independence. There is two parts side in this argument. Him and his wife and his daughter, they are there to help India. And if you think this film is going to be like any other film you've seen, then you'll be totally wrong. Because this film is very hard to watch and it's very, very upsetting. There is two different sides to this story. There is the Muslims who want India as a country, and there are the Sikhs who want a part of India divided, as in Pakistan and India. And the story tells the story of what happens. Does India get divided or does it stay as a free country? I will let you find that out when you watch the film. This film is incredible. It's so amazing. It really is. During this story, as India is becoming independent, there's also the story between two characters that I particularly liked, Jeet and Alia. Now these two are completely different. They both have different opinions on how they want, but they both fall in love with each other as history is progressing. But they are being refused by tradition and rules. But you can see the great chemistry between them. They want to be together and they will do anything to be together. In the film, there's a lot of opinionated views. There's people turning against each other because they all want... It's trying to find out what's best for India. And sometimes the decision in this causes some riots and conflict. You see some great families and brothers turning against each other because they want different things. This film has emotional content. You see lives destroyed by riots and fights and people saying, well, you've made the wrong decision. There's loads of democracy that involves disagreement within this film. There's a lot of impact on the wrong decisions. So a lot of the characters make wrong decisions in this film that impacts India greatly. There's one point in this film which shock you. There is a huge betrayal by one of the characters that literally leads the Viceroy in the wrong choices. You basically look at it because I think this film can also talk to us in a way like rather than nowadays, in today's life. Some people, not everyone, you'll know people like the EDL, they don't really like the fact that Muslims and foreign people are in the Rotherham. That's kind of the same in India during this time. Sikhs didn't want Muslims to be with them because although they were same colour, Muslims didn't like Sikhs, Sikhs didn't like Muslims, Muslims didn't like Pakistanis. That is how it was in that time. And they wanted to divide India because they didn't like each other. And if they didn't get their own way, they would kick off. It basically shows you how life is, that life is not a happy ending. Life can lead to a horrible conclusion. And when you find out what happens, it's so emotional, it's so horrible. You'll start thinking, well, why the bloody hell did they let this happen? I had no idea how India got divided before I saw this movie. The cast is incredible. Gillian Anderson plays Gillian, Mountbatten's wife, and she's brilliant in this movie. She connects with a lot of the characters. Humar Qureshi and Manish Dayal as Jeet and Alia. Now, I've never seen these two movies together, but they are incredible. Their chemistry, the way they want to love, the way they are close. You can see bounce effects of how much they love each other. There's this one moment where he runs to her when he hears her name. There's this one moment where she wants to spend the rest of her life with him, where they just can't be separated because they have love that's so strong, that's so passionate, that it's heartbreaking. It really is. I thought that Hugh Bonneville has the most incredible acting in this film. The best acting I've seen from him since Downton Abbey. He's trying to do what's best for India, but he's surrounded by people that are trying to make him go one way or make him go another, and it's so upsetting and confusing for him. And there's also Michael Gambon, who plays General Hastings. He is a very, very important character in this film because he has a huge impact on history in this film. I'm not going to say how, but that's what it is. So for all the reasons I've said, I'm going to give Viceroy's House 5 stars. So Viceroy's House, have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? Please let me know in the comments below. Or subscribe to Movie Madness. Or share the video with friends. Thanks ever so much for watching. You guys have a great week and I'll see you in my review of the next movie.